I was born and raised here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and they're last in economic upward mobility out of the top cities in the nation. And for me to be born here and can experience that statistic and to be at the point where I'm at now, I was never supposed to be here from the beginning. So just the fact that I am here today, I mean, it's amazing. Like, I'm soaking it all in and I'm moving forward. It's a part of the process.
I mean, I'm fired up, you know, just trying to stay focused, stay calm, and remember my key points and just bring this thing home.
I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling alive. I am very confident. I am just ready to tell people about this awesome idea and company of HBCU Pride Nation.
I got it down packed. I mean, I feel confident about it. It's in front of 250 people. I ain't come this far to, you know, be fear or afraid of what's gonna happen. So, I mean, taking it for what it is.
All right, so tell me when you're ready.
All right. Ready. Good evening, brothers. My name is Travis Jackson. I am a graduate of North Carolina A&T State University. I am a native of Charlotte, but most of all I serve as the CEO and founder of HBCU Pride Nation.
In college, getting from point A to B is just as important as getting the A's and B's. So, if you can, close your eyes for me and let me paint this picture for you. A, imagine you're in college and one, you have a car and you choose not to drive. B, you have a car and you do drive, which is fine. Or C, you don't have a car and you want to get somewhere, so you're restricted. We are for you. We are Connects, a text-based ride-sharing service, which is framed like an Uber Lyft, but only focused on college and universities and their neighboring footprints.
In my research of playing, I found that there is no such thing as a brand for poker players. Now, poker is about 60 million player market share in the US alone. That's not even including any online players. So that's players going to casinos, buying into tournaments, things of that nature. Of those players, they wish to play in what they call the Super Bowl of poker tournaments, which is the WSOP.
The main reason why I want to do this is because I'm a proud product of an HBCU. I know what an HBCU can do for our people, and I just believe that HBCUs is the oasis of hope for our kids. That's why I want to do it. Thank y'all. Have a great day.
One of the things you mentioned early on, and I would have loved to have seen this, are folks that went to HBCUs who have had some impact, influence on our country, right?
Yes, sir.
Past and present, right? What sort of contributions did they make? So that we could really see, like right from the gate, what the impact has been,
Yes,
right?
sir.
What their value has been. And I think that's one of the ways you really, suck people in, right? Is to talk about here, it could just be a collage or a montage of folks that have been HBCU grads and the contributions that they've made to this country.
They all offer rides to strangers, however, many of them pose a serious risk. Some do offer lower prices,
But at what cost? So here at Connects, we celebrate community and focus on students within that community, making each step easier one ride at a time.
we are Connects.
I want to see this business model. How you guys going to make money? How are you going to, what is your customer outreach going to look like? What's the how are you going to get these folks into the funnel to make use of the service? Is it it's automatic? If they're students, they have an opportunity just automatically to make use of this. How are you going to get paid? I mean, critical stuff. Now, that said, I really like the idea. I think it's great.
So those tournaments bring in about 250 players all the way up to 1,000. The reason why I want to mimic that market is players. There's going to be players there. There's going to be a lot of opportunity to market my brand, and there's going to be players who are going to be looking for stakers as well. So this is my brand, and this is what I want to do.
I didn't get that this was an apparel play. You said that there's no brand for poker players, but you didn't say there's no apparel brand for poker players, right? So make sure that we know that it's apparel that you're talking about.
Okay.
So that's one element of your model, right? Is the apparel piece, right? But the other element is the staking of the players, right? So those are two different revenue streams. Want to see how just sort of lay that out, what that looks like.
The opening statement, which is the personal story and my experience at HBCU.
Right.
And then why we want to do it, right there. Second slide, who else has graduated from HBCU, as Rob suggested. The problem, slide number 3. The solution, which we added that part.
Yeah. Looks good.
Product features, what you think? Does that need to stay right there, or?
No, that's good. After the solution, then we talk about
How it's gonna
features
look.
and
Okay,
benefits.
cool. All right. All right, so here we go. Good evening, everybody. My name is Travis P. Jackson. I am a graduate of North Carolina A&T State University. I am a native of Charlotte, North Carolina, but most of all, I serve as the CEO and founder of HBCU Pride Nation. Team members, I'm not the only one that is on this team for HBCU Pride Nation. There's 5 other people that work with me, and here is their information. All of them here are graduates of HBCUs, and thank you for your time. I'm Travis Jackson. This is HBCU Pride Nation.
Okay. All right, good. Yeah, we have to kind of streamline a couple things there.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. But overall, you're getting the point across there.
Okay.
We'll have to simplify the revenue slide so that people can get an idea of what you've done and
Okay.
what the potential is.
Okay.
But there's a lot of numbers on that slide that's kind of hard to explain quickly.
For me personally, I feel like my beginning, I took too long to get to the substance of this is how we make money, this is how we do this, all this. Like I feel like I'm trying to tell a story and people about to fall asleep.
Well, no, I think the story's good,
Story good.
but it's got to be abbreviated a little.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, stories are good if people can follow them and engage with you.
Okay.
And now you've got the big day coming up. So let's talk about, the big P word, the pitch here, and how that's coming along. How do you feel?
It's heavy, beyond the fear of public speaking, there's a lot of pieces, and it's not that I don't have them, it's just putting it together in that time frame and making sure that the audience I'm speaking to can, capture the message.
Yeah.
I know the industry fairly well, so I just want to put together a presentation that It's just straight to the point. You know, it's clearly as I can tell you, I'd like to be the Nike of poker. I want my presentation to speak like that.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, and when you say that, I like that statement, and I'm assuming that you've kind of looked at Nike's, come up and how they've done things, and maybe you're emulating some best practices there.
Absolutely.
That you can kind of incorporate into your pitch and the business plan. And
Absolutely.
Is that right? Okay,
Yes.
good.
So,
Like I always tell you, you don't have a hobby, you have a business, and you want to treat it like that, and just make sure that you're backing everything up. We talked about the numbers. I know those are big. That's a lot. Yeah. But with the research that you've done, I think you've got enough to build on. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
But you want to be confident exactly in what you're saying. So that's good. That's good. I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
I'm excited.
And then the other thing I was thinking about is that you have campus support, right? You talk to the Dean of Student Affairs, you talk to some of those. I don't know if that needs to come in, but that might be something that you want to talk about, that you've already floated the idea with administration, and they also see it as a benefit as opposed to competition, right? That they're going to come in and wipe you out of the market or
Right.
make it difficult. They're going
Right.
to be supportive. So
Okay.
how did that feel for you?
It felt pretty good. I mean, it's a few things that I do want to tweak and add into it. However, that will come with practice, so it can become more natural. But
I still think you can add a little bit more about you and why this is your baby and it should be you.
right?
What makes you perfect for it?
Why me?
Again, if it's my $5,000, I want to know I'm putting it in good hands.
Explain. Okay.
You want to do it one more time?
Yeah.
And this time, and you'll time it for us? You'll run the timer?
Transportation plays a big part in this interaction because it's what allows them to connect. So let's dig a little deeper into the problem. UNCC is the fastest growing school within the UNC system. However, the ridership does not reflect this number. Also, transportation do not leave. I feel great. I've been floating on clouds from everything that's been happening so far this summer to get to this point. So I'm just trying to soak in all the experience and, move forward from there.
It's been great. A lot of self-development stuff, which is what I personally need. It's what I was looking for. Getting to the basis of the business and how things should operate, and just filling your mind with a lot of things that you wouldn't get in just everyday conversations or just going on Google or YouTube or so on and so forth. And interacting with the guys has been great. Seeing how far they've come as well has been a interesting thing to watch as well.
Overall, I want them to understand that Black men aren't all stereotypes or statistics. We can be real entrepreneurs and we can be change agents to change the world. And that Henry Rock and City Startup Labs is really fulfilling its mission and its goals.
This is a mission that is really more important than just us individually, but it's about, the state of affairs that these young guys are facing. And so rather than, as I said, sit on the sidelines and have them sit on the sidelines, we want them to be in the game of entrepreneurship, right? We want to be able to have these guys put their shoulders to the plow, use this incredible ingenuity and creativity, determination and drive, and bring that to bear on behalf of our country. Our country needs them. And we'll be a lot better off if we utilize this incredible talent that has just been waiting to be expressed.
All right, good evening, everybody. My name is Ricky Singleton, and I'm a player and owner of Suited Kings. I supported myself for 2 years by playing poker after I was let go from a well-paying job. And while doing this, I experienced that this was a culture I wanted to be involved with.
My name is Devin Martin, and I'm a geographer with the discipline in transportation, GIS, and community and urban development, which means I understand geospatial perspective, which is the relationships between humans and places and how they interact. Transportation plays a big part in this interaction because it's what allows them to connect and make place. So, let's dive a little deeper into the problem.
Over the past 28 days, we have had over 1 million impressions, which is 1 million people that have seen our content via social media. Our revenue stream is our campaign builder for online advertising, our merchandise, our marketing services, Google AdSense, and we will produce the first national HBCU reunion called the Hillman Experience.
Consumer, Mrs. Jones, goes to the website. She mentions, hey, I need to find a haircut for my kids. I need to get makeup done for myself. And I also need to get the back massage for my husband. And we're gonna ask some questions. We're not gonna ask, where do you live? We're gonna ask, how far are you willing to drive? How much are you willing to pay?
I've recently begun to notice that the clothes that I bought 5 years ago are now recycling and resurfacing themselves into the stores that I shop at today and are being featured in magazines. So I'm thinking to myself, I got an idea on my hands.
Over 84% of people believe financial foundation personally is at least very important. And another 80% believe financial legacy for future generations, like children, is very important. So we've established that foundation and legacy are important. We've highlighted the fact that there's a lot of gifts being given. So why aren't people using those gifts for investments, something that'll grow? Well, the number one reason is people are confused. They don't know enough.
Our goal and value add is very simple. So we want to demystify the stock market. So we've come up with a fun and engaging way for our customers to learn the basics of investing while competing for cash by combining the stock market and fantasy sports. So let me walk you through it.
There are a ton of businesses out there that want to give money to a worthy cause with a captivating audience. They just got to know about it in time. As it works now, event organizers spend so much time planning in isolation when really businesses and sponsors can benefit from being brought into the picture earlier on.
This is one thing that resonates with me when I'm building my business. We don't have to invent a new tribe. Nike didn't invent runners. This is my brand, Suited Kings, and I'm Ricky Singleton.
The third phase, which would be the next fall semester of 2017. And in 2018, we will target other UNCC campuses to expand and move forward. Any questions?
In order to take this movement that is impacting the lives of people, we are going to look for development talent to build our mobile app and our online platform. Any questions? It felt great. It felt that everything that I worked for came together, and it just felt that everything was worth it at the end of the day. The long nights of working on everything, the edits that I always had to make, the conversations we've had, the stress, just everything. It worked out. I was glad I was done.
It felt good. I didn't get everything out that I wanted to. Once I started seeing the cars coming up with the time limit, I skipped over a couple things that I wish I would have said, but for the most part, it went good. I'm anxious to do it again because now with me learning from it, I know exactly how I should go through the ordeal and how I should lay things out. So
I was relaxed, a lot of tension released, but I felt good. I got some good feedback from the judges. So I'm really just looking to incorporate that to next time I get to pitch.
And can we get a drum roll, please? All right. The grand prize and the winner of tonight's pitch event is Infinigift. Infinigift. Second prize. Second prize goes to Market Madness. Market Madness.
Number 3 is Dictionary.
Number 4, HBCU Pride Nation. And last but not least, team number 5, Sponsoon. Sponsoon. Fan favorite is HBCU Pride Nation. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Yes. Yes, sir. All right.
Man, it feels good because, I mean, that's exactly what we want to do with HBCU Pride Nation, connecting people. So knowing that people connected with the brand tonight, that means that what we're doing is working. And I will continue to exude this passion and this energy for HBCUs.
Them guys did great. I mean, everyone did great. I'm proud of everyone here. I learned something from them. They definitely taught me something within myself. I learned something within myself as well. So I'm just ready to move forward and get in front of the stage of people again and do the same thing.
Overall, what did you learn from this? What's the big takeaway from the whole experience?
Believe in yourself, one, and just never stop, you know. Just because we didn't win any money here or maybe not get a contact or a resource here doesn't mean this is the end of the road. So I met a lot of great people, I learned a lot of new stuff, and I'm just looking forward to the next step.